Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Bocchi The Rock. Last time around we had Be Right There, where basically Bocchi recruited a young girl named Kita, who's going to be their new vocalist slash guitarist. Turns out Kita was the guitarist that ran away from Kesoku Band, and basically she basically lied because she didn't actually know how to play guitar, so she panicked and left. But now she's back, and now she's taking guitar lessons from Bocchi. And yeah, and they also revealed that she had bought a 6-string bass instead of an actual guitar. Well, I say actual. Sorry to all the bass players out there. I didn't mean it like that. What I meant was a regular standard guitar. Let's say standard guitar. Does that help? I don't know. Oh, again, apologies to all bass players out there. You are lovely people. Unless you're not, but that's not really about playing bass or not, so that's just if you're a lovely person on it. Anywho, so yeah. So that's pretty much where we left off with Bocchi teaching Kita how to play the guitar. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure, so let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Bocchi The Rock. Here we go. Man, it's like Chainsaw Man, where at the end of every episode they had a new ED, except this, matters. Chainsaw Man, they just did that to have some fun, you know? That was the song she just wrote. Holy shit, that's so cool. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I guess not last episode, but, last week, at time of recording this, I uploaded the first episode to YouTube. And one of you guys actually said that it is Kesoku Band doing all the songs in this show. Legitimately. And not only that, they did release an album of all the Kesoku Band songs. So that's one of the... So that's obviously the second one then, after the OP, I assume. Well, there's third, because there's the OP, the first ED, and now this one. That's so cool, man. So, I'm gonna be honest with you. After I saw someone say that they actually released the album, I'm gonna be honest, I bought the album. I bought the album because I've been kind of getting into CDs recently. I have a whole stack, literally just over here to my right, just like a couple feet from me. I have a whole stack of CDs, about yay high of CDs, and they're mostly Ninja Sex Party and Star Bomb, and they're CDs I've gotten, Jesus, for the past 7 years or so since I really became a fan of them. And I don't listen to CDs that often, I admit, but I used to, and I think I've said this before on this reaction series, but when I was growing up and I was being driven to school by my dad, who was also a teacher at the school, we listened to classic rock on the radio. And so that has kind of given me my taste in music, but I haven't really I don't really listen to too much modern stuff, except NSP and Star Bomb, and that's the reason probably that I found that. I know the reason that I found that stuff is because I was already a Game Grumps fan. So I have all those CDs, and I listen to them when I do go out, basically, which is not very often. It's not very often, but when I do go out and drive around, I do pop in a CD. So, yeah, and I went through my closet just the other day. I found a couple other CDs that were just laying in my closet. I've got the Legend of Zelda 25th Anniversary Symphony CD from 2011. Among my video games is actually the Super Mario Brothers CD for their 25th anniversary from 2010 that came with Super Mario All-Stars, I think. I think that was it. It was either Super Mario All-Stars or New Super Mario Brothers Wii. And then I also have the Iron Man 2 soundtrack, which is just an AC/DC album on CD. So So now I'm going to add Kesoku Band to that. And actually, I ordered it just like a couple days ago, but apparently it's going to be here tomorrow. So next episode, I will show off my Kesoku Band CD. It took me a little bit to find it because I saw what I think were not albums, but just CDs with just individual Kesoku Band songs. And I think one for like the movies that have come out. I know they made movies, but they're more like compilation films of this season. So I think they made more albums or at least singles off of that. But I found the just album of all the songs that are featured here in season 1. So that is going to be in tomorrow. I'll show it to you guys next episode because I think it's really cool. I really enjoy it. And honestly, I just got to admit, I just really like CDs. You know, I'm not a Spotify person. I honestly, I don't listen to music that often, except really when I'm driving and stuff. So, like, I don't just sit down and just put on music or anything, and I don't just listen to it, you know, just while I'm doing stuff. So, but I've been enjoying just having CDs and popping in a CD, you know. Honestly, if I ever did, I never do, but if I ever, like, you know, had to drive like out of town or something, I would definitely be putting on these CDs, and Kesoku Band, that's going to be one of them. So I find that really cool. And yeah, just seeing that, you know, and it's another thing too, because it's like, it's not just listening to the song. I literally, because I don't speak Japanese at all, I'm so intent on reading the lyrics. And most of the time, like, if I see lyrics for like an OP in anime, I generally don't pay attention to the lyrics, you know, not that often. So here, when I realize, like, oh wait, this is a different song, and in the ending, like, oh, because this is the song that Bocchi just wrote, you know, then I was like, okay, I want to pay attention to these lyrics, because that's literally like a major plot point in this episode is the lyrics she wrote. So I'm like, you know what? I need to sit down and I need to pay attention, and I need to read these lyrics, and I did, and they're really interesting. And I like it too, because with this, you know, they say, like, oh, well, won't it be hilarious for, you know, a normie like Kita, a cheerful normie, to be singing such a depressed song? I gotta say, because we haven't seen the actual, I guess, them performing the song, but just off of the, you know, the actual, I guess, the audio performance, we haven't seen it, but we hear it, obviously. And from that, it's really good. It's a really damn good song. And she sings it really well. Like, it doesn't seem like out of place for her to sing it. Obviously, I'm sure that's the point, because you obviously don't want it to be that out of place. But I think it worked very well. So, like, this is the hilarious thing of, like, me being not exactly critical, but me, like, actually looking at this song and the lyrics and the performance, like, kind of outside of the show, but also inside the show of, she wrote the lyrics, like, really well. Like, the lyrics work out. They're not too depressing. They're very interesting, and I like it. So, honestly, to me, and I'm sure probably, if I were to guess, on the actual album, all the songs are probably extended versions, because, you know, that was just 1.5 minutes to go over the credits. So, if I were to guess, the actual song is longer, but honestly, from those lyrics, it's like, it's not really depressing. There is kind of this uplifting, you know, thing about the lyrics, but even still, it's a thing of, like, you know, kind of overcoming that depression, and I thought that was really good, and that really fits in with Bocchi's character, you know? It fits in with her that she is trying to overcome, you know, her depression or her social anxiety and stuff. Like, that works really well. So I like, it's not just doom and gloom and despair. It is this sort of hopeful, like, that does exist, but we can overcome it. And and, you know, it's ironic, because at time of recording this, I feel like maybe a lot of people need to hear songs like that, you know? So yeah, let's just say it's November the 12th, Tuesday, November the 12th when I'm recording this, and, you know, shit has happened in the world, and you have to you have to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going despite whatever the hell's happening. And this song does it does sort of play into something like that, at least more specifically in the case of Bocchi and her social anxiety and stuff. Notice I've pretty much been saying Bocchi all episode. Like I think we've gotten to that point. I was curious if I was going to stick with Hitori or Bocchi, but I mean, they pretty much just call her Bocchi throughout the whole show. Like, nobody calls her Hitori. Kita does call her Goto-san, but still. So, anyway. So, man, what a good episode. What a really good episode, and a really good song to match with it. Like, this is such an interesting idea. I'm assuming Bocchi The Rock wasn't a manga. Like, is this a fully original idea for this show? I would imagine... If I could spell Bocchi properly. No, it was a manga. How interesting. Because that's the thing with something like this. That's the thing with something like this where it's like, it's a manga, but you don't have the music. But this is a 4-panel manga series. Now, I've seen some of that before. I've seen shows like that before where basically just every chapter you just have 4 panels that tell this story. And it's fairly quick. It's literally a 1-page story. And then you have another. And I've seen anime that really string them together coherently to where you would never guess. And this show does that well too. So yeah, what an interesting thing. So it is a manga. It's still running. And it is going... It is ongoing. And yeah, it's about music, but... I mean, I guess the thing is, the actual music you hear, I suppose, isn't even that important to the overall story. Like, if anything, like, the anime gives us this beautiful bonus of, hey, now we can actually hear the music, Now we can actually hear the music that the author was intending. But the main thing is, it's Hitori and how she overcomes her social anxiety and everything. That's more of where the story is. The music in the anime now is a bonus. And I really like that. So yeah, so we got to be a bit more band-like, went out and took some interesting pictures, which was nice. I do like, even with the jump picture that they got, they're all jumping and Bocchi's It's just the way they animate her is also so hilarious. I'm assuming it's that hilarious within the actual manga too, but just like some of the stuff I love. I can see too. I can see like I can like picture the 4 panels now of like, you have the top panel being like, oh, maybe it's Kita showing off her Instagram and Bocchi falls over. Second panel, hey, maybe you should have your own Instagram account. Then she really freaks out. Third panel is her as the most adorable Godzilla plush destroying everything. The attention-seeking whore monster thing that she called herself. How did I... Sorry, I just looked at my hand, which I just like pressed to my head, and there was just like grease. I don't know how that happened. Is it that late in the day? It's only like 3 o'clock. No, it's at 2 o'clock. Anyway, third panel, Godzilla. Fourth panel, them being like, you don't have to do it. It's okay, So that was really funny. I like that. And yeah, just her. I love when, because you just see it, from her point of view, them just saying that. And as soon as you hear, oh, you should have your own account, just everything's starting to flicker, like, no. I mean, and that's the thing, like, especially with an Instagram account. I thought you said Weestagram. Anyway, with that kind of an account, like our equivalent Instagram, it is kind of hard to run an account like that. I have to admit, because I have an Instagram account, and anyone who follows me on Instagram knows, like, maybe once every 3 months, if you're lucky, I will post something on Instagram. Like, how much have I posted this year. Now, mainly that's because I, like Bocchi, don't get out that much. So it's kind of a problem. So how much... Is that from this year? Yeah. Okay, so it starts from here. So 12? I've posted 12 things this year. 3 of which are dog pics. Because that's just half the stuff I post is dog pics. Because I don't know what else to post on here. Like, I posted some pictures of the eclipse back in April. I post some vacation pictures, and I posted a picture after I went and voted in the election. You know, top 10 moments before disaster happens. But anyway. So yeah, it's like I rarely post to my Instagram, and now if I wasn't doing YouTube so much and was actually going out into the world, perhaps I would post more. But even then, I don't know. Like, if I had like a normal job, I probably wouldn't be posting as like so much, you know? I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, so that was fun. And then the her writing lyrics. I liked the talk with Rio. Like, that was really good, you know, because it's like her just panicking, and then Rio looks at it and is like, these are good. And I like, you know, the backstory with Rio of, like, you know, she was in a band, but, you know, they wanted to go more commercial and everything, and she didn't want that. She wanted more just, like, she wasn't there. She's not here doing all of this to be famous. She's doing this because she legitimately wants to make music, you know? And that's incredible. That's an incredible thing. And so for her, for this band, what's important is that they do stay authentic to themselves. So, you know, if she's writing, she creates the music, she writes the music, which means she does it her way. And then Bocchi writes the lyrics, and she writes the lyrics for her. And that works out, you know? And then, you know, Kita, she sings it. You know, she sings it like she would sing it, you know? Nijika, which I'm pretty sure last episode I kept saying Nijiki. Sorry about that. Nijika, she plays, you know, what she plays. They all have to stay true to themselves, and that's dope, honestly. You know, also, as a side, I have to admit, watching this show, God, it has inspired me to want to play an instrument. I don't know if it has done it enough to where I actually will try, but I do look at everything like, man, it's the one thing I couldn't do, you know? Honestly, now that I think about it, you know, I was saying, like, bass guitar sounds kind of interesting. I do admit I probably would try for piano again. I think it was last episode I was talking about, like, could I do all of that and stuff? I think I probably could if I really sat down and tried it. Like, of all the instruments, I probably could do that, you know? Now a guitar, I don't know. It's probably too late for guitar, but I don't know. Maybe if I was, you know, maybe if I was 10 years younger, I could have tried guitar or bass. And, I mean, I still could. I don't know. It's just a matter of, do I want to? I don't know. It's not like I want to be in a band. Just, you know, do I want to learn how to play an instrument? I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, if I'm not going to perform for literally anybody, is there a point? But the point is the music, you know? The point is the music. Even if I don't write anything, if I just learned how to play an instrument just for myself, you know? That would be good enough. So, oh, what a damn good episode. And what a really friggin' good song. So, I'm excited. I'm excited to get more into this, and I'm excited for my album to come in. I suppose I'll wait. I'll show off the album next time, assuming it does come in. It says it's coming in tomorrow. I had to go in and do a whole thing to, like, because it's like shipping with DHL, and they're like, oh, set this thing so you don't have to sign for it. And it's just like, sign for it? Just what the fuck? It's like, man, I should have fucking picked FedEx. I'm never picking DHL again, because they seem like they're like DHL feels like it's 20 years like out of date from everything else. Like, just Just deliver the thing, fucking put it on the porch, and I'll get it when I get it. Like a fucking signature, Jesus. But I don't have to do that because I went in and signed and took out the signature part of the delivery, basically. But anyway, I guess I'll wait on actually listening to the album until the end of the season, and yeah, we'll have a. I mean, I would love to say like, oh well, like, what if I did a reaction to an album? Wouldn't that be really fucking interesting? I don't think, though, I have it in me to do that. Like, because the only way to do that would be to play it. I mean, first off, I will have heard all the songs from the show. Second, I would have to do something so that I don't get, like, copyright hit by, the studio and stuff. So, probably not going to do that, but at the end of the season, I will enjoy the album. So yeah. But that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around in any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Bocchi reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.